Hey guys, what's going on? This is Brian with Games Under Pressure, and today we're going to be doing a new episode of Maxed, and this time we're going to be taking a look at GTA 5 on the PC. So if you don't know what it is, Maxed is our daily, yep, that is correct, daily, every single day video series where we take a new or old, it doesn't matter, PC game, and crank up all the settings and then give you guys a video in glorious Ultra HD. Also available for download because YouTube does not support 4K at 60 frames a second. So in the description below is going to be a link to download the full YouTube video, just minus the YouTube compression and in a higher frame rate. So definitely check that out. And I wanted to show you guys GTA 5 from the air because as the name suggests, we have all the settings maxed. And it is truly a sight to behold. If you look just at the draw distance of the city, and there's a little fog there because of the weather, but the draw distance is crazy on this. You can see all the way from one end of the stage to the other very, very easily and with great detail. It's super, super impressive. And the lighting effects, as you can see, are glorious as well. You can see the sun on the chopper just reflecting in a really cool way, almost highlighting it from the background. You can see the really awesome clouds in the sky. If you look closely, you can see all the windmill blades turning there, the wind turbines from a distance. Really good looking stuff. So what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to parachute down to this airport over here so you can see what that looks like, because again, that's pretty neat. See if they have an interesting plane or something over here. And look at that, rock solid frame rate. I mean, something that would be super intensive, and it's just running really well. I mean, this game does seem to be very well optimized. Right now, I'm running a quad Titan X setup. So we got 4 12 gigs graphics cards. I'm also running Corsair Dominator Platinum RAM at 32 gigs. You can see the helicopter fall in the distance there. And if that wasn't enough, we have an octa-core processor setup. So top of the line rig, this is what you can expect if you just want to go crazy. This is showing the game in the best possible way. And that's what this series is all about. So I think the main, I just got done playing this game on the PlayStation 4, and before I bought this, I was skeptical. I knew it would look really good, but I was like, well, how much better is it going to look than the PlayStation 4 model, the PlayStation 4 port? And I got to say, it is like night and day. I was impressed going from the Xbox 360 to the PlayStation 4, and I'm even more impressed now seeing this on the PC. It seems like a really good port, and the differences between the console versions and the PC version at max settings, it really boils down to a few different things. Number one, it's the draw distance and just the detail. So you can really crank up the detail from everything from the shadows to the water reflections. It's absolutely wild what you can do. The lighting is gorgeous in this. It's so much more dynamic than other versions of this game, with crazy reflections and sunlight coming through the clouds, and it's just gorgeous. Everything about the lighting in this game is gorgeous. And you can also impact things like population density, which is really cool. So you can have more people on the streets, on the roads at any given time, which, in my opinion, really fundamentally, in a good way, alters the gameplay here. There is a little bit of pop-in every once in a while, which is slightly disappointing, especially if you go from a point of high altitude to a point of low altitude. Hopefully, maybe that's something they can fix and repair in an optimization update. But every once in a while, there's a frame rate dip, and I don't know why, but it goes from like 60 down 20 to 40, which is a little bit disconcerting. I'm sure again they'll fix that in an update, but right now it's a little annoying. But for the most part, the game runs very, very well. So I'm going to show you some combat here. Super smooth. The game also has some really nice gamepad integration. So if you're like me and you grew up with GTA on a, playing GTA on a controller, the controller support is really, really good. I don't know if I could imagine playing GTA on anything but, and maybe that's just the console gamer in me. I don't know. Maybe that's just what I'm used to, but it just feels right. Look at the reflections on the cars there. I mean, look at that. Look at that move. Oh, man. How good does that look? And you know what? I should probably get the hell out of here. Oh, look at that. Look at the black back of that car with the reflections there. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that when you see it, it's unbelievable. And it immediately stands out over the console versions of this game. In 4K, it is so crystal clear. You can make out signs from a crazy far distance. Everything about this game looks just a pin sharp, which is surprising considering the age of this game. I mean, this game is getting a little bit old. So to see them be able to inject new life in it through a PC port like this is really cool, really impressive. And I'll tell you, this is the third version of this game I purchased. Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and now this. And I'm glad I did, because the difference between this and the other versions is so significant. And as you can see, I'm moving around pretty well here, and everything is just rock solid. I mean, even if you crash into a few cars, I mean, everything stays pretty much around 60. Yeah, crazy reflections. Look at even like the squad lights reflecting on the wall to the right of me. I mean, it's stuff like that when it's unbelievable. So I think I'm going to make a last stand here and let them take me out. And then it wasn't even the cops that took me down. It was just that guy. So now what I'm going to do is I want to show you guys the foliage, because I think the foliage is incredible in this. Probably the best foliage I've seen in the game in a very, very, very long time. Let's get my motorcycle here. And while the mechanic is coming, let's plot a course. Up here is usually pretty good. And the elusive mechanic has dropped off my motorcycle. Nope, nope, get on it. And my guy looks like a douche, I know that. Look at the headlights. Lighting the ground. That guy flew. Yeah, I mean, it dips down to like maybe 55 sometimes, but for the most part, it's super solid. Absolutely the smoothest. Oh, that was a miscalculation on my part. At least my bike didn't go over the edge. Definitely the smoothest version out of all the consoles and everything. Even the PlayStation 4 version of this is a little bit janky in some spots. It runs beautifully most of the time, but there is some stuttering here and there. It doesn't maintain a completely solid frame rate. So if I can, here we go. A little path to jump up here. Yeah, and here, because of the foliage, because of the extreme nature of the foliage settings here, you can see the frame rate start to bog down a little bit. Again, I mean, we're not dropping below 50, so that's pretty good. But let's find a good spot here to really show this off, okay? Yeah, like right in here. Look at that grass. Isn't that insane? Look at the reflections from the headlights, first of all. Then just look at it. The grass moves individually. Gorgeous. It is gorgeous. There is a little bit of poppin' if you're moving across the foliage very, very quickly. There is some poppin'. So let's see if I can trigger any of that. Yep, see, we're dipping down to about the high 40s. But still very smooth. Sometimes the light effects are almost like too much. They sort of get in your way, but it's so pretty, you almost don't want to turn them off. I don't know how close I am to the ocean, but I'll try to show you that as well. There we go. Look at the reflections. Look at the sand. Look at how crazy that looks. Yeah, check that out. How cool looking is that? Look at the ripples in the water there with the reflections of the city in the background, the lights in the background. Wow. The helmet distorts. It's just gorgeous. That's all it is. It's just gorgeous. So that will about do it for today's episode of Maxed. If you like videos like this, I would really appreciate a subscription. That will allow me to keep doing this every single day because that's what I want to do. So if you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And if you want me to check out a certain game in particular, please let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for suggestions. I want to bring you guys exactly what you want. So let me know. I have another video of Dirt that just went up. I'm going to be doing a few more of Dirt Rally. I'm going to be doing a Star Citizen video, which is probably the most intensive game I've encountered on the PC. So check that out. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching.